Texas Congressman Kevin Brady, ranking member, House Ways and Means Committee. Kevin, thank you for all this. You may have heard what we were talking about. I know you and I talk economics and taxes, but really, Kevin, really, here's Joe Biden telling us we're all MAGA Republicans, voted for Trump, we're all a bunch of fascists, and the fentanyl scourge is killing, as Mercy said, thousands and millions of people because he will not deal with the border. I mean, you're a Texas congressman. This story is incredible, and I've not heard Joe Biden once in 2 years, Kevin Brady, talk about fentanyl, not once.
No, he is not, and it's sad. And to your point, look, we just had a high school senior die from a fentanyl overdose here in our community. Not the first and won't be the last, unfortunately, and we're seeing this all over. Obviously, Texas pays a pretty steep price, but this is all throughout America. And the president, like the border, like crime, like so many issues, is in just denial and hopeful. Americans don't notice, but, man, we notice in a big way because these are our neighbors. These are our kids, and you're right, they don't know they're taking fentanyl. It is that prevalent, and when you talk to your local judges who have to deal with this, they will tell you it is in our rural communities, our smallest towns, they're having to deal with this scourge.
Kevin, not once does he mention this. That's my problem. I understand the difficulty. I mean, the source of it, the chemicals come from China, the manufacturings come from Mexico, but they have to cross the border, these drug lords, these cartels, right? And I don't know if you saw the New York Post story, yes or no, but they trace the path that goes from Mexico up through New Mexico into Colorado, and then east across the country through the heartland, Kevin Brady, and then it winds up, unfortunately, in the big South Bronx terminal, that's Hunt's terminal in New York City. And nothing, so far as I know, I mean, you're a House member, maybe you know more, but so far as I know, nothing is being done about this.
To my knowledge, look, I think Border Patrol's doing all they can, but they are overwhelmed here. There's no, priority from the White House for it. And what I'm always shocked at, Larry, is I'll see the amount of fentanyl they have interdicted, they have caught, that would overdose tens of millions of Americans, and that's just what they caught. We know so much more is coming across the Joe Biden's border. It is open, it's dangerous, it's reckless, and so many families are paying. You know what I believe. This is a very cruel America under Joe Biden, economically, safety-wise, security-wise, and here on drug overdoses, clearly so.
Two other things, Kevin. We had Art Laffer on a few moments ago, and I asked him about all this new spending. Just in the last month or so, we've had, I don't know, at least $1.5 trillion in spending. The student loan thing might be another $500 billion for all we know. And story in the Wall Street Journal, if the Democrats retake the House and Senate, they're going to unwind all of Trump's tax cuts. That's always been their goal. So far, fortunately, they have not been able to do it. But Art mentioned, the government spending has an income effect. It increases demand. But all those payments have a negative work effect, which reduces supply. That's inflationary. The Democrats love this stuff. And now they want to repeal all the Trump tax cuts, which is a bit of unfinished business. There's no good growth policies out there unless the cavalry's coming to rescue us.
Yeah, there really isn't. That's what's on the ballot in November, clearly. So, for the record, no president has ever wrecked an economic recovery so thoroughly and so quickly as Joe Biden. We probably should have had, a year and a half of the strongest economic recovery in history because of what was heading into 2021. Instead, we got a shrinking economy, crushing inflation. We have a huge worker shortage, empty shelves in homes, in apartments that many Americans can't even afford. So here you have the president doubling down and say, look, I'll do more of this. And it sort of reminds me of that vandal that you catch sticking a screwdriver into all your car tires and who says, look, give me a few more minutes. I think I can bust out your windows and key your car. This is what the president's promising with the repeal of the tax cuts. We had under Republicans and President Trump an economy that was growing, paychecks that were rising twice as fast as inflation, jobs coming back from overseas, record business investment here in America, and optimism just through the roof, along with lifting 6 million Americans out of poverty. Exactly the opposite of what Joe Biden is doing today. He will do worse if America doesn't check him in November.
Well, I think America wants its country back, and that's why the cavalry's coming. Kevin Brady, thank you, sir. We appreciate it, as always.
Thank you.